Stop, because this isn't just a bigger trailer. This is the moment the war fractures from the inside, and almost nobody noticed the image that proves it. In the House of the Dragon Season 3 trailer, Aemond Targaryen isn't standing near the Iron Throne. He's sitting, like the choice has already been made, like the crown already shifted, without a coronation, without a declaration, while the king is still alive. And then the trailer makes it undeniable. Because Aemond isn't just holding a sword, he's holding black fire, the Conqueror's blade, the symbol of kingship. The weapon HBO only frames like that when power isn't being borrowed, it's being taken. This isn't a temporary power vacuum, this is a transfer, and it's happening in real time. Because let's be real, Aegon is technically the king, but after last season, he's disfigured, shattered, and carrying the scars of the war on his body. And while he's recovering, Aemond is acting like the crown already belongs to him. That's why the way he sits there isn't accidental, and it doesn't read like desperation or uncertainty. It reads like a statement, like he's silently telling the entire realm, you're looking at the next ruler, whether you like it or not. And what makes Blackfire even crazier as an Easter egg is that it's not just a Season 3 prop. It's one of those long game history items in this universe, because that sword echoes forward into the later timeline, into the stuff that eventually becomes the foundation for future rebellions and legends. So the fact that we're seeing it now is the trailer quietly planting a seed for how power and legitimacy get remembered in Westeros. Then the trailer gives you a quieter moment, but honestly, it might be more dangerous than the dragons, because it's the kind of move that only happens when someone realizes the situation is about to become unfixable. Alicent Hightower leaves King's Landing, not publicly, not with an army, not as a political tour, but in secret, and the implication is wild. She intends to hand the city to Rhaenyra, her former best friend, the woman she grew up with, the rival she spent years fighting against. And what I love about the trailer is that it doesn't frame this as Alicent turned sides. It frames it like panic management, like she's seen enough death, enough chaos, and she knows exactly what kind of monster Aemond is becoming. So she tries to put the war back in the box before it explodes. You can actually feel that tension in the Red Keep shots, especially the way Aemond seems suspicious the moment she's back. Like he's basically interrogating her with his eyes. And then you get that fireplace vibe. The scene is cut quickly, but you can tell she's trying to talk him down, almost like, stop before this becomes permanent, and he's obviously not the type to listen. Because here's the real fear that's sitting under Alicent's move. She knows Rhaenyra's side is getting stronger in a way the Greens weren't ready for, and the trailer straight up confirms it. Rhaenyra has new dragons, and that changes the war from armies versus armies to whoever controls the sky controls the map. And it isn't just that she has dragons, it's that the Greens have already seen the dragon seed situation brewing. So when Alicent is basically warning Aemond about new dragons, it's not drama, it's the moment you realize the balance of terror has shifted. Every new dragon is not just more fire, it's more dominance, more fear, more pressure. And it makes Aemond's whole "I'm the king" posture feel even more reckless, because he's acting like he's holding the throne with one hand while the other side is loading extra nukes. Now, here's one of my favorite Easter egg tricks the trailer pulls, and it's subtle, but it's genius. That quick shot of someone placing tiny dragon figures on a battle map. On first watch, you think, okay, planning scene, council table, strategy. But the way it's cut is suspicious, because there are a lot of dragon markers in that moment, and the trailer is famous for mixing scenes from totally different points in the season to make you feel like one conversation is connected to one battle. In other words, that map shot might not be "this plan leads to this fight," it might be HBO slipping a later season chessboard into an early season setup, basically teasing that the real chaos isn't even the first wave. The real chaos is what happens once the war escalates into multi-dragon battles where the map becomes meaningless. And that's when the trailer shifts into what everyone's been waiting for. Large-scale battles. Not whispers in council chambers, not quiet strategy behind closed doors, but open war with consequences. We see what looks like the Battle of the Gullet, and the whole vibe changes instantly, because it's not just a fight. It's the sea turning into a burning graveyard. House Valerion's fleet collides with its enemies. Ships are on fire. Smoke blankets the horizon, and the water reflects the flames, like the ocean itself is catching fire. And above all of it, you get Jace, Rhaenyra's son, flying his dragon over the fleet, which is such a brutal image because it's not symbolic anymore. It's legacy in motion. It's the next generation thrown into the meat grinder. And the trailer keeps hinting, without spelling it out, that the gullet isn't going to be a clean win for anyone. Just watch the reaction shots, especially Corley's, looking up like he's seeing something he can't stop. That kind of look is never cool dragon shot. That kind of look is always something went horribly wrong. So when I say this battle is a turning point, I mean it. If this unfolds even close to how the trailer suggests, the consequences are going to be massive, and it's going to reshape how both sides move for the rest of the season. Then you start seeing how all these pieces connect. There are shots that suggest Aemond on Vhagar is burning people in a totally different area, and the implication is that he's being drawn away from King's Landing, and that is the window Alicent is talking about. If Vhagar leaves the city, the Red Keep becomes vulnerable in a way it almost never is. And that's where you get those quick throne room moments that feel like the city falling from the inside. Guards pulling swords, chaos in the halls, and Daemon appearing in places he shouldn't be, like the war is literally stepping into the heart of the castle. And another small detail that makes this feel real is that there's a shot of Daemon not even in armor in what looks like Red Keep architecture, which screams, this isn't a battlefield charge, this is an occupation, a takeover, the moment the political world collapses into a street-level fight. And while all that is happening, the trailer reminds you, this war is no longer just two families arguing over a chair. New players are coming onto the board, and you can feel the world expanding. Ormond Hightower gets positioned as a major presence, with forces from Old Town, and you start seeing hints of other lords and houses being pulled into the orbit, like the realm itself is being forced to choose sides, whether it wants to or not. And plus, we finally get cleaner teases of dragons and riders we've been waiting for, including Daeron's dragon Tessarion, because every time another dragon gets confirmed on screen, the scale of what's coming multiplies. And the trailer slips in a few extra blink and miss clues that feel like they're teasing early episode surprises without spoiling them outright. You have Rhaenyra pounding on a door at Dragonstone like she's demanding answers from someone behind it. You have Criston Cole looking rough, like he's being dragged through the worst part of the war. And you have that one quick Aegon shot where he looks up into the sky like he's seeing something he didn't think was possible, which, if you know the conversation around last season, immediately raises one very specific question that could change everything for the Greens, if it's true. And now, with Aemond seated on the Iron Throne, with Alicent trying to save the city through surrender, with Rhaenyra strengthening her forces in the sky, and with a naval battle that looks like it's about to rewrite the scoreboard, one question hangs over everything. Who survives this dance? Because in the Dance of the Dragons, nobody wins without scars.